Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today we got some more Town Hall 12 attacks covering the Pekka Bobat and the Batslap, which are two very strong strategies that can get those 3 stars, especially if you have a limited amount of time in planning. So let's go ahead and check them out. Alright, everyone, so we're going to jump into some of these attacks, but I want to say 2 of these attacks that I got here today are coming from the Friendly Challenge tournament that we held on the live stream just last night. So if you guys missed it, we got 2 attacks here. I can't show them all because a lot of them have gone off the page, and if I were to show the replays from the stream, it would be the dual screen, and you guys probably wouldn't like that. You would like to just focus on one. I know you guys have said that in the past. But if you guys want to participate in the Friendly Challenge tournament, which happens in the stream sometimes, make sure to join my personal Discord. When you do join, there is a role request here, and all you got to do to get certain roles, as you can see, the FC tournament, which is right about here, the role that tags anyone who wants to participate in future stream tournaments. All you got to do is just click the reaction down below, or you can click any of the reactions as well, and you'll get those roles. So remember, my Discord link is down in the video description. You can join that as well. And so just last night, I said, we have not done an FC tournament in a while. Think it's time. Feel free to give it a go if you are a Town Hall 12. So if you were a Town Hall 12 last night, you were able to participate in this tournament. It was a lot of fun to go in head-to-head 1v1, and essentially what happens is you attack each other at the exact same time. First person to get kind of the 2 stars and higher percentage wins, and if you tie, you go again. So let's go ahead and check out 2 of these attacks from it, plus another Town Hall 12 war attack from D-Money. Alright, so this first attack here is me coming in on Plebis. So you can see I got the Pekka Bobat. I do drop some balloons here, but in these attacks, these FC tournaments, you have about 3 minutes to scout the base before you have to attack. You don't have an hour, you don't have 24 hours, you have literally 3 minutes, and you have to go in. And so what I decided to do on this base was I was taking the Pekka Bobat in this tournament. It's a really strong strategy. Clash with Eric was also in it. He was doing really well. He came in with also the Batslap, which you'll see later. But look at this. So we got the balloons coming in, and I'm dropping the balloons on this Archer Tower to create a bit of a funnel. I want to take this Archer Tower down, and plus the splash damage from that will take out the Builder Hut. This will establish my left side funnel, and then I decide to drop the King up top and then a Bowler Wizard on this Archer Tower so that I can charge into the base here. Because when you charge in, I want to secure the 1 star from the Town Hall, but then I'm looking at where I want to drop my bats, right? So as I was going to push my way in, I was going to drop a jump spell in here to give my Pekkas and Bowlers access to this side of the base, and also kind of this section. If they get access to this section over here, that means the vulnerable section will be over here. So this is where the bats are going to come in. I do have 2 ice golems. I plan on using the first ice golem over here on this wizard tower to distract it, and I will bat bomb right on top. And if I have to drop 2 freezes, I will, and then I want to they'll essentially take this out pretty quick, and then they'll move this way up the base, and I can drop the next 2 freezes over here if the queen doesn't grab it. That was the plan. So I do have that 1 leftover balloon, which was actually pretty key in this attack. So here's the king. The king is going to establish the funnel on this side. I was thinking, well, I could use an E-Dragon, but there's an air defense that could cause a bunch of problems here, right? But maybe I could have done a boulder bounce on the air defense and then drop the E-Drag. Who knows? I probably could have done that as well. So you can see I dropped the wall wrecker to charge in Pekkas, and then I wait on the bowlers, right? I don't drop the bowlers initially. 1, because I don't want this multi-target Inferno to target the bowlers, and 2, I want this wall section to be open so that the bowlers target the Expo and they walk in, right? Because you'll see, otherwise, if that doesn't happen, they could walk around the base here and then keep running this way. I don't want that to happen, but they can walk inside the base, reach the Wizard Tower, and then they can continue inside the base going this way. I drop the Raid spell, 1 healer is going to step into it, and then I'm going to pop that Warden ability as the Town Hall explodes and over the eagle shot, so kind of I help protect against both. So now the Pekkas and Bowlers are pushing through the base right here, and then here comes my Ice Golem down south. Right, I'm going to move on to the Archer Tower. I freeze the Wizard Tower and the multi-target Inferno right there. I'm going to have to freeze it again because it's going to, unfortunately, it's going to get off of that. And if you drop all the bats right on top of a multi-target Inferno, you should also be able to kill it without dropping 2 phrases if it's just the sole thing that they're targeting. So you can see here's the bats. They cleared this. Ice Golem died. The next Ice Golem I do is dropping from over here. Why? Because I see that the bats are coming here. There's no more splash damage in this area. The only splash damage is right here, meaning I can have 2 more freezes freeze this section twice. So I'm safe. I don't need to drop the Ice Golem over there. I decided to drop the Ice Golem up top and a wizard behind so it can start to help clear up and clean up the rest of the base on the top side. So you can see the bats are now going to move their way up this base here. I still have the queen ability. I burn it because I want to get her one through the cannon and take that down, and plus I want to get through this multi-target Inferno as quick as possible to see if my queen can take it out, but she wasn't able to take it out. And then here is where I drop the freeze. I make sure I drop the freeze before the multi-target Inferno even touches my bat, so I don't have the possibility of losing any. And it came close, right? So I was able to remove that wizard tower. It was perfect timing using those 2 freezes, and then the bats take out the archer tower. Then they're going to over to the cannon and they're going to take that out. They end up going to dying out by the Tesla farm right there. But then I have these Pekkas. One Pekka is still full health here, and it's going to make its way and take out these Teslas. And then here's my cleanup. One bowler ended up surviving down here. I have the wizard, which I dropped down here. I have an archer, and then I have this balloon. Kind of was just used to, at this point, be used as cleanup, right? I could have dropped it to drop it on a certain defense, but I was like, well, I don't want to possibly pull a red air bomb and kill off all my bats, so that's why I didn't drop it. And then I dropped the balloon once that Tesla went down to help with cleanup. So you can see this one was a triple in the FC tournament. If you guys want to participate, you can join or follow my Twitch channel, plus also join my Discord and get that role, so I will tag you when I do it again in the future. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the next one in this FC tournament. All right, so this next one is actually Clash with Eric coming in. We went head-to-head twice in this tournament. The very first time, he beat me 100%. He tripled me. I got a 99% time fail on him, so he advanced in the first tournament. And then this was in the second tournament, and he tripled me again. This was actually, I believe, one of Tribe Gaming Spaces that we were just kind of, I copied so that we can have a way to know how to triple it. And here Eric comes in and triples it with the Batslap, right? So look what he does. He comes in with a Pekka down here to go towards 6 o'clock. He has the king and the witches to clear the top side all the way up here. And then here comes the wall wrecker with the witches across the top side of this base, right? Very strong. So you're going to see him pop the Warren ability because he wants this wall wrecker to get as far into this base as possible. He doesn't have a jump spell, so he's relying on this wall wrecker to get inside the base. So here comes the witches, and they're going to charge their way into the base just like this. Takes down that multi, takes down this multi, and then where is he going to use the bat spells? Well, look at this. There's 2 more wizards on this side. There's a splash and there's another wizard, but one freeze could essentially reach that section right there. So you can see the king got some nice value, clearing the top side up here. The witches are still moving, but let's take a look at this. So he's got his warden up. He's got the Pekkas. He's got the witches. He's got his queen still up. Still that queen ability. Burns the queen ability right there. Here comes an ice golem to distract this wizard tower right here. And here is the bat wave across the base just like this. And so this multi-target Inferno is distracted on a lot of these skellies here. This wizard tower is distracted. Nice free spell to grab the multi and that wizard tower right there with just 1 freeze. Freezes the wizard tower again, and the bats are just going to be moving across this bottom side of the base. Town Hall gets frozen by an ice golem. Queen's moving around. Witches are coming back around. They're going to be able to reach over the wall here to help with, and the Queen's help as well, take out the Town Hall. The Batslap, the Pekka Bobats are some very strong strategies. These would be, I would say these were the most used strategies in the tournament, especially when you have about only 3 minutes to scout and plan your attack. It's not like the ESL qualifiers where you have about an hour technically. It's not like the Clan War Leagues where you have 24 hours. This one, you have only 3 minutes, and we still had a lot of 3 stars in this 3-minute window. So if you guys want to participate, make sure you join the Discord and request that role. Just got to click on the reaction to get it. So it's very easy right there. But I do want to thank Eric for opening up his clan Double Barrel to let us do the friendly challenge there. So very nice one. Eric unfortunately didn't win the tournament. He lost in the finals to Kevin. But hey, it was still a lot of fun. Eric beat me twice, so GG to you, Eric. All right, so this last one is going to be D-Money coming in with a Pekka Bobat. What are we going to see? Well, this base might look a little familiar. You probably have seen this base before. I know I saw this base in the World Championships. I believe it was maybe the first one, and I almost got a 1-star on it. It was an accident where I left the town up. I came with a drag bat, and it didn't go according to plan. But I think the sweepers were in a different location or pointing different when I hit it on that base. But it might look a little bit familiar. So let's see what D-Money comes in and does here. So you're going to see he's going to do a little bit of a queen walk down this wall right here, and then he's going to charge into the base right towards the town hall. He's going to use this E-drag to funnel this bottom side at 6 o'clock, right? Drop some balloons to test for some seeking air mines, and here's the E-drag going to skip onto these buildings. And so the queen is going to walk this way, and then the wall wrecker is going to help charge into the base. And where's all the splash damage? Well, all the splash damage is literally on this side over here. Just this side is all the splash, except one splash right here. So you could essentially drop one freeze on top of the multi, and then all the bats and take it down. But he's going to end up dropping the bats, I believe, in a wave formation. In this space, I think it's best to drop the bats right on top. First drop the freeze, and then all the bats to take it out. Because they'll take out the multi with kind of the one shot there with one freeze. So now you're going to see him pushing his way through, drops the rage over the town hall, getting tons of value here, pops that warden ability. Technically didn't even really need to pop it, but hey, it was still a nice job anyways to be safe because the wall was not open, so the boulders can't get killed by the Giga Bomb. So now here comes the bat wave. In this case, in this scenario, what I personally would have done is I would have dropped the freeze and then the bats right on top of this multi-inferno. I would not have dropped them on a wave over here because it's going to take time for them to group up, and it's going to cause you to have to use at least 2 freezes. In this case, he has to use 2 freezes because the bats are going to slowly move their way into the multi. I would have just dropped it right on top so that they can just they don't have to fly anywhere to get there. They'll be immediately taking out the multi-target inferno. Look at this. Pekka Bobat absolutely wrecking Town Hall 12s. I would say this is probably the strongest and safest 2-star and a 3-star potential, probably with the highest 3-star potential if you have a very limited amount of time to plan. So from the FC tournaments, from learning from that, if you guys were watching it live, we had about 3 minutes, and majority of the attacks were involving bat spells, either the Pekka Bobat, Batslap, Drag Bat, something with bat spells was being involved, was majority of the attacks, and they were wrecking bases with a very limited amount of time of planning. So very nice attack here, D-Money, getting the triple. If you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe down below for the daily content. And I'm going to be watching the April World Championships in my Discord, sitting in voice with you guys. So you guys are more than welcome to come over and hang out there if you want. Remember, the link is in the description. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Carbonfin signing out. Peace.